All right, jumping into a brand new tournament. We are fighting for intensive training attack. Jumping in, we are seeded. Goers versus Beasts, Fangs versus Glories. Should be good. Ideally, the Beasts win, but realistically, I think the Goers will. I just don't want to face the Goers because they're such a threat, you know? They're such a problem. And kind of par for the course. If we do win this tournament, I think this intensive training attack, that'll go to Dona. I think that makes the most sense. But we will do what we can, right? Do what we can. There it is, Fangs 1-0. We're just going to get morale up and have to reset, I think, for Marota. I would be really curious to know why the morale just drops off. Like, well, any training. Like, it just becomes like unequipped, unset, whatever term you want to use. It's assigned to a player and then it just drops off, and I can't really figure out why. It's just weird. I mean, I have to assume it's a bug because it doesn't drop off for everyone, right? Only one person. Or maybe two sometimes, but definitely an odd quirk. Probably not something a lot of people see because you don't have to play Blitzball in 10-2, and you have to make it to Chapter 5, and you would have to keep a training on someone, which I feel like you normally wouldn't ever do because your command points are so low normally that it's a problem, but we've played thousands of games, so we're good. We're good. Okay, we're up 2-1. This is great. If we can go 3-1, if we can go 3-2, I don't know. I'll take it. When I say 3-2, I mean we score. Okay. Thought the game heard me and was like, all right, you want 3-2? I'll show you 3-2. And just was gonna have the goer score on us. Oh no! All right, down to the wire. 15 seconds. Obviously it's OT, but just 17 seconds later, we get the 4-3. That's crazy good. Alright, and now Sykes need to beat the Fangs. Will it happen? Certainly not. Do I pray with all my heart it happens? Absolutely. I would love that to happen. I would be a huge fan of that occurring. I'm kind of hitting a weird spot with this series, though, that I've been thinking about. And it's training. I like to track training where I do a little bit of training every so often, right? And just get everyone increased a little bit every time. But I feel like we're hitting a point where we're doing mastery while also having people not at their max stats. So I'm kind of torn on how to approach that. In a weird world, it would be ideal if we lost so that we could train. I guess we could also train after a win. I generally don't do that. This is a very lazy answer. The reason I don't do that is because after a win, I have to set everything back up again. Like, I can't just enter the team and, do it. I've got to, get the player back, and it's a whole thing. So, easier with the editor, but still a thing. But yeah, I guess we're kind of getting there. Yui's far away. Lucille's nearly there. Buddy also far away, but Buddy's also mastered, so, he's an exception to the rule. Yeah, it's not a crisis. It's not a critical thing. It's just something I've been thinking about. How do we approach this? If I give a mastery to Lucille, do I just max out her training then? I think I do. I think I have to. That's probably what we'll do. We'll just max out their training if they get a workout. That's incredible. That is crazy. Blocked by Zamzi. What a good start. 20 seconds in, goes for the overhead volley. I love that. That is the kind of action I hope to see on this team. That is absolutely the kind of action I want to see. This is fantastic. Marota dodges, keeps on pushing. Pass to Auberine. Maybe a setup for Dona. It's always a setup for Dona. It's always a setup for Dona, or it's a setup for Auberine. I feel like they never catch it and shoot. you know? It's always an overhead something, which is kind of cool. Brain challenges, can't quite connect. That tracks with who they are as a player. Big block from Bartello. That's so good. And the pass to Lucille. Auberin with the corkscrew shot. Let's go. And there it is, 1-0. That is perfect. Auberin can't connect. I mean, again, that is expected. Auberin has really bad stats. So, Auberin failing to tackle someone is not a shocking revelation or occurrence or situation or, you know, just, it does not bring us any surprise. Auberin, the ball nearly went through him, and he didn't block it. I mean, again, he has 2 blocks, so I reiterate my displeasure at his stats. It's so funny because I think before the series, I want to say I had said something like Auberin's the best player, or I had thought he was. Yeah. Full disclosure, I think it's a little bit different now, but when I started this series, like not this series, but the series overall, like with the Gold Wings, I had not really played 10-2 Blitzball that much. The way I kind of explained it was, I mean, as a kid, like whenever I wanted to play Blitzball, I just played Final Fantasy X Blitzball because that's like the version I preferred. I was really like put off by the fact that you couldn't control the players, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna play the version I like. So I definitely came into this as a bit of a noob on 10-2 Blitzball. I think I want to say, gosh, I hope I'm quoting myself right. I think I said something like, you guys are gonna know more about this than I am, or something like that, which is true. Like, you know, if you played 10-2 Blitzball as a kid, then you probably know more than I do. I like to think after 1,000 games, I'm a little bit more well versed. You know, I've earned the username Blitzball Mania a little bit more than I had before, I guess. You know. Nah, this channel's been a great time though. And more great times to come, right? We still have to consider like who the perfect team for 10-2 Blitzball is gonna be. I don't really know. I honestly, I'm kind of waiting for all the information. Like, until we get like an Albed Sykes or something mastered, or a Xanac and Abe's, like, I could say who it is now, but I mean, I don't know if it'll. I mean, Yui's on the team, of course. Lucille's probably on the team. There's probably some Sykes players. I mean, I guess we just choose our favorite flavor of goalie. It doesn't matter. I'm a little bit unclear because a goalie's pass can never fumble, if I understand right. Or we've at least not had it fumble. I'll have to test that. But so in that case, the only thing that matters for a goalie is catch, I think. So at that point, it's like, well, who's your favorite goalie? I mean, do you just choose like any of the original except Zamzi because it would mean the other team doesn't have them? Oh, you know what? I know the answer. It's whoever on the base teams has the highest catch without mastery. That's who your best goalie is, because it's not about winning with that goalie. It's about taking it away from an opponent. It's about making it so that they can't use them. I think that's the answer. Which it might be Nimrook. I don't actually know. Well, actually, no, it might be Keepa, actually. I don't remember. Alright, well, either way, we're going to send Donna away. That is victory. That is beautiful. And that is everything. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and catch you next time.